welcome to Keldeo 60 Plays. This is a channel centered around video game walkthroughs, reviews, discussions, and live streams. I have been doing video game walkthroughs for about a year and a half here on YouTube. Originally starting with Metroid Prime for the Nintendo GameCube, which, while not really having aged well due to a number of things, including going on hiatus for almost a year due to a hard drive failure, as well as during that first run being going on and off during things like college and all that, and BIOS being corrupted to redoing the entirety of the playthrough, starting at a weird point. Since then, though, I have gone on to do a couple of other things while still enjoying what I'm doing, because while the Metroid Prime playthrough was a mess, I still had fun doing it. Made me not want to play the game for a month, but I'm still currently enjoying the game, and it still is personally my favorite Metroid game. Or, as I said, since then, I have gone on to play games like the 2D Metroids, Zero Mission being one of them, which for me is another personal milestone, because Zero Mission, for those who may not know, was my first Metroid game. It was the game that got me into the franchise, and technically was my second game, was the second game I ever played. Well, the first game, as I said, first Metroid game and first game I've ever owned. So that was a milestone that I enjoyed doing. Another game I've gone over on, and genre I've gone over to do, is 3D platformers with Mario Odyssey, which, while not one of the 3D platformer and just platformers in general are not really my strongest suit in terms of my ability as a gamer, despite, playing games like Metroid Prime and Metroid Zero Mission. I still enjoyed playing it. Had a lot of fun playing, and had a bunch of laughs when I failed missing a platform, while also getting a little unhinged at times when it became old after the 7th try. I've also gone on to do games like turn-based RPGs, specifically the more so kiddie side of the turn-based RPGs with Pokemon. Specifically, originally I was doing Leaf Green, but that due to specifically my job, my real normal job and school was not really viable, and really still isn't viable. However, I have also gone and done Sword and Shield, which was easier to do due to the fact that it is a handheld system that allowed me to do a lot more real quickly, which in my Pokemon's been one of those franchises that I've been playing for a while and really wanted to continue getting into here and show my love for that series, because you can like what you want to like, and I like Pokemon, so I'm going to play Pokemon. Now, recently, I've also gone on to do JRPGs like Xenoblade X, which just finished up on the Monday of when of the week this trailer went up. And it's fun going back to games that you enjoyed on your first playthrough, then start realizing when you're playing it in a more objective manner that the game's kind of not aged well, even though it's only been 4 or 5 years since it came out. Well, yes, and as I said with the 3D platformers, that it's still fun. I was still having fun playing it. The cracks started to show real quickly, but this is also a series that I enjoy that not necessarily gets a lot of attention, especially since its first game was really hard to come by game and almost nearly came only out in Japan and Europe and not here in America and the United States. I've also gone on and played fighting games, Smash Bros. Brawl, Subspace Emissary, which is a couple months old, as well as currently I've been doing a lot more of Smash Ultimate in more recent time, which have all been fun, but shows that I'm not really a fighting game person, but, still enjoyed playing it. And that's the thing I really want to drive home with the channel, as I said, is having fun with playing games and show my love for gaming that has been sparked and changed by many people and want to give back to that. I've also gone on, especially recently, to go play games like Animal Crossing, which who hasn't played Animal Crossing in the past couple months at the time of this video, because let's be honest, Animal Crossing has kind of taken the world by storm due to the circumstances of its release. While I don't really think it's both true and not true, because RPGs and other games have come out at the same time and would work just as well. I feel Animal Crossing just being a more chill and what people kind of want to see currently at the time of its release helped it out a lot more. I've also done some weird things on this channel because among the live streams I have done and re-uploaded, I have done a model kit building stream, which I kind of want to continue doing and just haven't been able to get around to doing it, like the AT-AT from Star Wars, which I did as a Christmas present for my father sometime in the near future. That, speaking of which, Saturday, that will be the second and final part of that build will actually be re-uploaded finally after almost a year and a half, over a year of just sitting on the backlog due to, as I said earlier with the Prime stuff, issues with hard drive failures and not having really any ability to work on it. And also very recently, speaking of Animal Crossing earlier, I have gone on to do reviews and discussions on it, and that will be continuing with other games as I continue to work on this channel. Originally, though, when I started this channel, I had intended to only play games over a year old, and that I had already beaten, so that I knew how to at least beat it, seem at least a little knowledgeable. However, I'm starting to realize that I may not be able to do that too often, only because I only have so many games, and especially only so many games that I can show that are on consoles that I haven't played or beaten, or that are currently less than a year old, due to the fact that that's just how my library currently is. And to do so, and it would also help me fill up some variety in what I end up playing for this channel. These playthroughs will either end up being archives of live streams like the Metroid Fusion playthrough, or end up being a normal playthrough like the newest project, which went up the same day as this trailer did. And I hope everyone is enjoying that. As well as the newest stream archive that's also been going up as the same time is similar to Fusion in that it's a game I haven't beat. I've played before it, but never beaten. Well, so is the normal playthrough, but that's mostly blind comparatively. So that's gonna be happening from now on, and how I'm handling this channel currently. So thank you all for coming to watch what I have to say and upon this update trailer for my channel. And no matter what happens, thank you for watching. I've noticed I've been a little weird. Things have been changing in this channel because, as I said, I've only been doing this for a year and a half. Still trying to find my proper footing for this, so that'll continue to be molded as time goes on. But I sincerely thank everyone who's been watching my stuff and hopefully has been enjoying what I've been putting up. Just know a lot of the new stuff is going to be RPGs because, unfortunately, that's about 50% of my collection. Video game collection is RPGs and Metroidvanias. So, unfortunately, while not much variety in terms of gameplay, I'm going to at least try to make sure the games I'm playing in between those are completely different, and also if I'm playing another Metroidvania or another RPG, maybe their art styles or themes are somewhat different from each other to at least make them more distinct. However, as I said, that's for the time to come. And I thank everyone who's, as I said, thank everyone who's been watching my things. This is Kelly60 signing off, and I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. And I hope to see you, well, next time, or in one of my current other videos. Bye.